Okay, guys. I was just sitting here, chilling, eating my spaghetti, having some lunch, about to watch a video. Today's been a very nice day. Just got back from the gym. I'm trying to chill. Just trying to chill. Have a good time and chill. And you guys have probably seen my previous video. If you haven't, link in the description down below. But my previous video, I talked about YouTube is dying and, the whole YouTube drama bullshit. So, Deji's diss track just came out. I've seen Harry's and I've seen Ethan's. And waiting on KSI to do his. KSI, as of right now, that I know of, he's react to both Ethan's and Harry's, but he hasn't reacted to Deji's diss track. Deji isn't dissing KSI, but I thought it would only make sense for KSI to react to Deji's diss track, just to get his opinion on it. I really think it would be really funny seeing him, KSI, watch Deji's diss track. Like, really, I really think it would be quite entertaining. But I was going on YouTube, and the most amazing shit popped up on my recommended feed. Now, I've been looking for this all day, but yeah, the Sidemen reacting to Deji's diss track. They finally did it. It was on Miniminter's channel. I'm not going to put a link to it because I don't really give a fuck, but that's just me. So I watched it, and it was actually quite pathetic, really. Now, I'm not picking sides here, but I'm going to say Deji's diss track was probably better than Harry's and Ethan's. And I know what you guys are going to say. Why do you say that? Well, first thing is, fucking Harry didn't even use his own goddamn beat. That's just one thing. At least fucking Deji was original. for the retarded motherfucker you guys keep on thinking he is, even though he's probably not. I mean, like, seriously, do you guys really think this guy is that fucking retarded? He probably just puts on this funny little persona because that's what people like to see him, and that's the way people like to see him in his videos. Not because he's actually retarded. Like, some of you guys are actually stupid if you really think that he's that dumb. Like, it's actually kind of pathetic. But, I watched him react to the video, and, it was really kind of funny because the whole time they were just pausing the video trying to poke fun at him, Deji's diss track, when they were the ones getting absolutely destroyed. At least Vic kept quiet, okay? I've never had anything against Vic Star, but I mean, at least he kept quiet, except for that part where Deji exposed him for leaving his girlfriend for Minecraft. Like, really, bro? Really? That's effed up, man. That's kind of effed up. Leaving your girl for a video game. I've never heard. Well, I'm not gonna say I've never heard, but I've heard crazier. But that's fucked up. That's real fucked up. Like, really. So that's kind of messed up. But still, like, Vic, he knew he was right. He just kept quiet. I was glad to see he just kept quiet to be. I mean, he made some little jokes here and there, but I think it was just like small little jokes to kind of, poke fun, but not to really like try and get even. Like, I felt like the whole video, the rest of the Sidemen were just trying to get even in that one reaction video. Like, they were thirsty as fuck. And to be honest, it's their own fault, like, that they got roasted to shit. Because, I mean, like, dude, why are you guys all so salty that JJ left? Like, you guys are so salty that KSI left the Sidemen. As of right now, and I don't know how many people are on the Sidemen, this is just a guess, but right now, 2 of the 7 people, 6 or 7, maybe 8, I don't know. I don't know how many people is in the Sidemen because I've seen so many videos where there's Sidemen in it, but it's not all of them. Like, there's usually 1 or 2 group members missing in the videos. So I have no idea how many there's actually in the Sidemen. I know right now, there's Fangs, Ethan's brother, Vic Star, KSI used to be in there, Simon, and then there might be there might be 2 other people, but I don't know who they are. So if you guys can name all of the Sidemen down below, that would be extremely helpful so I can know who all the Sidemen are. But maybe I should just Google that shit. Google is your friend. But I'm just saying, this is a little bit ridiculous how much you guys are trying to tear into Deji, and like, and to be honest, like, Deji was right by making this diss track. Like, you guys can't disrespect him for making a diss track. Like, a lot of you guys said he was irrelevant, But that's not even true. One, you're coming at his brother. A lot of freaking of the Sidemen are taking shots at Deji's brother, which, I mean, like, come on. How is that not fair for him to come back at you? Like, they're family, bro. What did you expect? Or someone made a diss track on me. Who you think my sister would make a fucking diss track back on them? Yes, she probably would. It doesn't, I mean, like, seriously, guys. It's family. There would actually have to be something wrong if your family didn't help you throughout something like this. Except for, like, his parents or something. Like, that wouldn't make any sense. But then again, I wouldn't be surprised if fucking KSI's mom made a diss track, because the way Harry just disrespected her in his fucking diss track was just straight up nasty, man. I'm not saying it wasn't fire, but it was just straight up nasty. I mean, and Deji came back with the same shit when he fucking said a racist, he threw a racist thing at fucking Vipster, and he roasted Simon the shit. He didn't say much about Harry, but I mean, there isn't really much to say about Harry. I mean, like, to be honest, Harry's diss track, it was fire, but only in the sense that he had a beat that everyone enjoys. Like, that old school beat is like one of the most iconic beats from like any time throughout the late 1900s. Like, that is one of the most iconic hip hop beats. And so the fact that he just stole that and threw it on his diss track like it was some reusable piece of garbage is like pathetic. Like, you can't just take that and steal that beat and then act like it's all like your diss track was that fire. Like, no. If you really want your diss track to be fire, put in all the work and make your own beat. I mean, even if you have a DJ, have them make a beat for you. Like, you should not be stealing beats. Like, and Ethan didn't do it in the same sense that Harry did, but he still did steal that little part of KSI's song. Like, it was gonna make that much of a difference. To be honest, his beat wasn't really that good. Which I guess makes sense why these guys didn't make their own beats. I mean, no, like, don't get me wrong, Ethan did have his own beat, but I don't know if he actually made it himself or if he had a DJ make it, which is fine if he had a DJ make it too. It's just, you know, I don't really know what his circumstances was, and to be honest, the beat wasn't that amazing. So, I mean, as much as you would be trying to flex about your money, you should be able to hire a better DJ that can do better. Dude, honestly, I could make a better beat than what you're fucking putting in. And if you don't believe me, I can upload a beat right now. I have that. I literally have a sample beat that I made. Oh, you know what? Hold up. I'm gonna put this on the video real quick. Let me get something real quick. I'm back. So yeah, that's my little beat. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Let me know down below if you guys actually want to like hear a full on like finished, because that beat is not finished. That's like something I just threw together in like an hour or so. It didn't take me long at all to throw that together. I just made that in a simple little program, LMMS. So, you know, let me know if you guys want to see more of that. But still, like, that beat was like comparably more fire than anything fucking Ethan made in his video. And I ain't ashamed to say it either. And then the fact that Harry stole an old school beat in his video is just not. Like, I don't care if KSI made you or not. That doesn't mean you can just take an old school beat and call it your diss track. Like, you didn't even, like, here's the even bullshittier part. He didn't even fucking put the link to the original song in his video. And I checked. He didn't put the link to the original song where the beat was made or nothing. Like, that's a famous beat, Harry. You don't just take that shit and put it on your video and then call it, oh yeah, this is my diss track, by the way. Yeah, no, hell nah, bro. Deji's diss track, he had his own beat. His flow wasn't that bad for a person who's never rapped in his goddamn life. And, you know, to be honest, people are saying it doesn't rhyme, but I mean, like, it doesn't have to rhyme, to be honest. Like, there's this common misconception that, like, rhyming is a thing of rap these days, but are you kidding me? Look at all the fucking mumble rappers we got these days. Deji probably just made a song that's better than half of those rappers these days, man. Like, fucking Lil Pump. Like, look how much attention this little boy is getting, and he's like 16 or some shit, and his songs are disgusting. Like, are you kidding me? Don't even pull that shit, man. Like, that's just the most bullshittiest excuse for not, like, that's all they said in most of the fucking reaction too, is, oh yeah, no, that didn't rhyme, that didn't rhyme. Like, dude, this isn't a fucking analyzation, this is a fucking diss track. Like, seriously. and to be honest, he exposed like half of, like, I like how in the video none of them acknowledged any of the exposure that they made. They always just tried to either reverse his lyrics or just take something out of context. Like, really, they tried to make the video more funny and entertaining, but that's not really what the whole point of the reaction video is supposed to be about. Especially if you're the one that's getting dissed on. Like, the whole point is you're supposed to get riled up and you're supposed to be ready to like fire back. But it looked like and it wasn't really that they didn't feel that threatened by the whole diss track, even though it destroyed all of them. So I mean, that's fine by me. If y'all don't want to come back with another diss track, that's perfectly fine. The faster this drama is over, the better, because it just doesn't make any sense to me that they are this upset that they have to make diss tracks on KSI. And, you know, like I said, Deji totally, that is 100% he was allowed to make that diss track. I don't want anyone saying he's irrelevant, because the way Harry came at his mom and him at like that, like calling him retarded and shit, man, it was just straight up wrong. So yeah, Deji came back with something a little bit harder, and you know, if you can't handle it, that's okay. But I mean, you guys need to grow a pair of balls and just stop with this whole beef thing with KSI, because I mean, like, and don't get me wrong, I was going to make this video regardless of Deji dropping his diss track or not, but the fact that Deji's diss track was so fire and so much better than the other two diss tracks just made this video all the more easier to make, because it just proves my point even more. You're just fucking with the wrong people, and for all the wrong reasons. Leave it alone. He left the Sidemen, and that's just the end of it. You can't make him going back, and making diss tracks is not going to solve the problem. And you know, they're just doing, like, to be honest, I feel like they're just doing this for the views. And I'm not saying KSI is doing it for the views. I mean, literally, the Sidemen have started this beef just so they could have some type of YouTube drama. Like, and you've seen how it's blown up so far. Like, it's just a little bit ridiculous to me. And you know, a lot of people might say, well, KSI started it first. With the whole fuck Ethan and when he leaked his fuck Sidemen diss track. But to be honest, Ethan was probably going to make a diss track anyway about KSI even saying shit about him in the video. Even though the fuck the Sidemen leak was probably more of a confirmation on that, I still feel like he probably would have made a diss track either way, regardless. And to be honest, the fuck the Sidemen diss track is just well deserved. I don't really see why like KSI shouldn't be doing a diss track on them, just because of the way like the whole withdrawal process of KSI leaving the Sidemen was just blown so far out of proportion. Like everyone was like giving him hate because he left the side. Like really, it's pathetic. And then people are. I remember when my whole problem with the thing was that, you know, Team 10, the Team 10 thing and how they were joining Team 10. But this is not even about Team 10, which is why I was so upset in that video. This has nothing to do with Team 10. Team 10's like completely irrelevant in this whole thing. I feel like Keemstar just threw all of that together to make the whole controversy seem bigger than it actually was. But, you know, Team 10 was never even involved with the whole situation. Team 10 is completely irrelevant, and to be honest, have already been put in the ground by the likes of Rice Gum, and even Logan Paul did a diss track on Team 10 and Jake Paul. So I don't feel like they weren't even relevant in the entire situation. It's just the Sidemen versus KSI, Deji, Rice Gum, and good side of the whole situation, because you guys might be thinking you're biased or whatever, but come on, let's think about this for a second. If you were forced, or no, not forced, but if you made a group, and you had this like very nice group. So let's say you made a group, right? And this could be any type of group. This could be, let's say a band, for instance. You made a band, right? And some of you guys might be saying, Sniper Mate, that is completely a different No, it doesn't matter. Let's say you made a group. There's a band you put together of people that you thought were equal with your talents and had the same views as you and wanted to do the same things that you loved doing, but you guys wanted to do together and create a good experience for everyone. That's pretty much what the Sidemen was created for. KSI, well, I don't want to say he created the Sidemen, but he's pretty much the one that brought the Sidemen together and carried them throughout the whole Sidemen, throughout pretty much the entire existence of Sidemen. The reason I say entire existence is because them mofos is dead after fucking Deji's diss track. I'm sorry, but y'all was just fucking dead. Y'all have been put in the ground. And when KSI's diss tracks come out on let me bring this up real quick. The woodchuck chuck, if a woodchuck looked like you, bitch verse that Harry based his whole second verse off is pathetic, because Harry, that wasn't even towards you. Like, he was making a big deal about the whole leak of him dissing him, but it wasn't even him. It was about Ethan, you dumb fuck. It was about Ethan, not you. Harry thought that the leaked diss track on KSI Snap was of him, but it was actually of Ethan. So the Sidemen diss track was also leaked. So the Sidemen diss track is a completely separate diss track from just the Ethan diss track. Like the Ethan diss track, Ethan has his own diss track. And then the Sidemen as a whole get a diss track. And then my thought process was Harry didn't even have a diss track coming at him, because KSI, when he was reacting to Harry's diss track, it seemed that he wasn't even like going to bring out a diss track on Harry. Like when he was going to diss the Sidemen, that was pretty much the end of Harry including the Sidemen. But Harry wanted to come at him with that bullshit diss track that he stole when he stole a beat, which I explained earlier in the video. He reacted to it and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get something special for you, Harry." So I'm assuming that KSI so far is gonna have at least 3 different diss tracks coming out. That's just my guess right now, my hypothesis, if you will. But back to what I was saying a second ago. So I was talking about the band and how you bring them together. Well, after years and years of with this band, and you guys have had some great times, you guys have some great shows, you've made a big impact, a lot of people are supporting you, and one of the band members feel like they have put on this face, and they feel like they have been, misunderstood, and just they feel like they've been sucked into a mess these last couple of years. And so this band member decides to take a break, just drop out, and that the band as a whole decides to keep going, but that one member decides to just take a break and just think about his life choices, and just reflect on himself. And that's good, he did this. But this band member, he comes back and he makes a decision that overall leads to him leaving the group and pursuing bigger things that will benefit his life and his family's life and his future. Explain to me at any part in this story, and I'm not naming names, like just explain to me that this guy who left the group, explain to any part in this story that you think is wrong, that this man has done wrong. Because if it was me, like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, this is basically the whole Sidemen story, just without KSI, without naming KSI and without naming the Sidemen. KSI decided to take a break. People didn't like it. He came back. Now people like it, but they want him to be this old KSI persona that he never wanted to be, because he was 16 when he like it's ridiculous. And so then he overall decides that he needs to move on with his life and move forward. So he decides to leave a group that is holding on to a persona that he no longer wants to, take part of. Like, he doesn't want to be part of this persona. He doesn't want to have this persona anymore. So he decides to leave a group that constantly reinforces the fact that he should be using this persona. He wants to go on to something more and do something bigger. And the group comes back and fires shots at him. Like, what the hell? It's like, it's the most retarded reason for YouTube drama ever. And the fact that the Sidemen are even trying to remotely to try and diss or try to, just create any type of valid argument, it's just, it's bullshit. And to the people that are supporting them, like, don't hate on them either. They're just trying to support they're trying to support the people. Like, there's people out here who love the Sidemen because they were the Sidemen, not because KSI was part of them. And a lot of people will say KSI didn't carry the Sidemen, or even Harry said, you made the rest of them but you didn't make me. It doesn't matter. KSI did. KSI carried the Sidemen. No matter how much you wanted to make, no matter how much you want to argue about it, he fucking made the group. He's the one that carried the goddamn Sidemen. And in Fang's reaction video, she said that Harry was the biggest out of all of them because he had more monthly views, which is, by the way, bullshit, because KSI hasn't been making videos for 4 fucking months. Like, are you fucking brain dead? Are you actually mental? Dude, like, come on, that's just common fucking sense. So, I mean, I don't know what you guys think. But you have to agree with me here that the fact that the Sidemen are this salty about KSI leaving is just a little bit ridiculous. Regardless of KSI was going to do a diss track on him or not, Ethan most likely would have done a diss track on KSI anyway, like I said earlier. But I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Again, comment down below if you agree or even if you disagree. I would love to see you guys' opinions on that, and I will definitely make another video talking about this subject. If you guys think that, if you disagree, if I see enough people disagreeing with me and I see a good point down below. But that's going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, please don't forget to hit that like button down below. I will not be ad revenuing this video, just like I haven't been doing in my past 2 videos. I think it was 2 or 3. I don't remember. My past 2 videos, I'm going to say 2. I haven't been doing ad revenue because I felt like that was unfair to you guys about this whole dramatic shit. I'm not going to make money off of this. I feel like these situations is something that someone needs to address and not try and make money off of. But yeah, this is gonna be it for the video. If you guys enjoy, hit the like button down below. Subscribe for more. It's been your boy Sidemen. Oh, and by the way, I am a fucking hypocrite because I'm pretty much turning into a drama report channel. And then just putting a little bit of a spin on it and speaking about it, but I don't really care that much. So if anyone wants to comment that down below too, feel free. I'll be happy to see it. Might even put a little response down below. Pin that up at the top. I don't get a lot of comments these days, so anything I get in that dusty, empty field that we call a comment section on my videos, well, I don't care about it all. So, yeah, it's been your boy Sidemen. I will catch you guys later.